it's Miss Phoebus, and I'm back with the Day 5 Algebra 1 EOC review. Here's problem number 17. All right, they want us to simplify this polynomial, combining like terms, getting the fewest possible number of terms. So I am going to distribute this negative here into the second parenthesis. You could distribute a positive, but distributing a positive one isn't going to do anything. So I'm going to have 8x squared minus 4x plus 3 minus 2x squared plus 5x plus 7x minus 4. The goal is to get rid of all the parentheses and then combine like terms. So I have some x squareds. 8 minus 2 is 6x squared. Negative 4x plus 5x plus 7x. And negative 4 plus 5 is 1. 1 plus 7 is 8x. And then I have a 3 minus 4. 3 minus 4 is negative 1. So 6x squared plus 8x minus 1 is your answer. Here's problem number 18. All right, so it looks like they want us to factor out a greatest common factor of 3x cubed, and then potentially factor whatever is left behind. So let's look at doing that. We're going to factor out a 3x cubed. That means we're going to divide everybody by 3 and take away 3 of their x's. So 3 divided by 3 is 1. X to the 5th minus x to the 3rd. Exponent 5 minus 3 is 2. Negative 6 divided by 3 is negative 2. X to the 4th, I'm going to take the 4, subtract 3, and get 1. And then I've got a y. And then 3 divided by 3 is 1. X cubed, take that away, and then I've got a y squared. Now, a lot of times people would think that that's not factorable, and they would automatically go with option B. But it is factorable. Let's ignore the y's for just a second. Just for a second. Can you find two numbers that multiply to give you 1 and add to give you negative 2? Negative 1 and negative 1. Okay, so that means in my parentheses, I've got an x, I've got a negative 1, but then how am I going to get this y squared? I got x times x. To get my x squared, I need y times y at the end to get my y squared. Notice that the parentheses match exactly. So x minus y, all of it squared with the 3x cubed in the front. So we have A as our final answer. This is a distractor. Oh no, select all expressions that are equivalent. So actually B is an option. And E is an option. A, B, and E all work. I didn't read. Did you read? Select all expressions that are equivalent. Pays to read. Here's problem number 19. All right, they want to know the height in the rock after 8 seconds. So T represents time, right? So all we're going to do is we're going to plug in an 8 everywhere we see a T. Okay, so I hinted at this problem, to be exact, when we were doing the trajectory stuff. Oops, that should be an 8. Plus 192 times 8. I'm just sticking it all in the calculator. 2,560. And I get 3,072 feet. Make sure you include your units, ladies and gentlemen. How'd it go? Here's problem number 20. All right, this is, they're wanting you to factor, but they're not giving you both binomials. I do notice, though, that I see a greatest common factor of 2, so I'm going to want to pull that out. 24. I want to find two numbers that multiply, give me negative 24, add to give me negative 5. That's going to be, what, a negative 8 and a positive 3? So that's going to be 2a minus 8a plus 3. So they just want to factor which one works. A works. A is the correct answer. All right, 21. Now this one only has two parts, so it's okay. John has a goal to ride his bike at least 100 miles this summer. John has ridden 12 miles thus far. There are 40 days left in the summer. Write an inequality to represent the average distance, D. They give you a variable. You have to use that variable. In miles, John must ride each day for the rest of the summer to achieve his goal. So we know that he's going to ride some amount per day. We don't know. That's going to be distance. And then he needs at least 100 miles. So at least needs to be a greater than or equal to. And I would always put that at the end. He's already ridden 12 miles. So we're going to take the amount that he needs to run plus 12 and include that in his 100 miles. And so there's 40 days. So he's going to do 40 days times some distance each day to get his mileage in. So 40D plus 12 is greater than or equal to 100. Now when you are writing this, you will have, when you take the test, you will have paper. You need to make sure that it's in the box. You can't write it off to the side. You can do your work off to the side, but you put your final answer in the box. That has to happen. If it doesn't, then it's marked that you didn't answer it. Doesn't matter how much work you have on the outside of the box. They are only looking at what's inside the box. All right, determine the average number of miles he must ride each day to reach exactly 100 miles. So this is exactly 100 miles. They want to know, basically, can we solve for the letter D when there's equal to 100? So we're going to solve by subtracting 12. 100 minus 12 is 88, and we're going to divide by 40. So D equals 88 divided by 40 is not going to go in evenly, 2.2. So he needs to ride 2.2 miles to get 100 exactly. If he wants more than 100, then he needs to do more than 2.2 every day. All right, I'll see you in the next video.